Okay, alright, okay, so this is another Thinking Tools video. This one's about dominoes. Yep, we have had like a bit of an intro to dominoes before, but I get asked all the time, what can you do with dominoes? We need a bit more. There's so many things you can do with dominoes, so let's just look at another one of these. What you need for this game? Well, you need to be able to multiply numbers. That's an important thing. That's rather good though for kids, because it gives them a bit of practice at doing that's an important skill. So what we're going to do is each player, there's two players today, my trusty assistant Ace is here with me, so we've got two players today and each of us has got 5 dominoes for this. And you can vary the sort of numbers around a little bit, but basically what we're going to do is we're going to have 5 dominoes each and we're going to choose 4 of them to use. Now we might not know which 4 we're going to choose right at the start, but there'll be one left at the end. What do we do? Well, the way it's going to work is that one player gets started. Now, I'm going to place a domino here. I'm going to got these 4 dominoes are really just placed here just as markers so I know where my 4 rows are. Now, by putting this here, I'm pointing the 1 inwards so that when Ace places his domino, if he puts his domino next to this one, 1 will be multiplied by whatever number appears on the end of his, and he gets that score. When you get a score, however, you actually have to take the next move. So therefore, the advantage of playing second is lost. So he's going to make a choice now. Ace is making his decision. He's going to place a domino next to that one there, possibly, or he could actually put it anywhere else for that matter. Okay, 1 times 2. Well, that's an easy one. So Ace has decided that he wants a score of 2 for that. Okay, right. Now, probably, I'm going to make a little bit of a note here on the side here of the score. Put it there so I can actually see it. Ace is on 2. My name is Anthony, of course, and I haven't had my go yet. Now, if Ace had put his domino around this way, he would have actually scored a score of 6. But he didn't do that, so that's fine. That's his choice, and he's actually got a score of 2. He'll have to make the next move, though. So now it's Ace's turn to actually place a domino on the board. He can put it in any of these positions here in his column. So you always put your domino on the left. So, yep, here it goes, and he's placing a domino with a 0. Okay, now, I'm thinking to myself, there's not much I can gain by putting next to the 0, is there? So what are my choices? I could take a domino, and I've got to look at the ones I've actually got here. I've actually got various ones here. But I could put a 0 on there, so I could put a domino next to that, but I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm not going to get any score out of it anyway, so maybe what I'll do is I'll put my least valuable domino next to it, and there it is. It's a 0 too. So I've got a 0 and a 3 there, and so there we go. So I've got no score out of that, but that's okay. Now, the problem is I now have to go first. So I've got to look at what I put in there. So I'm putting a 1. And Ace will now have to put 1 next to that. Okay, so he's actually scored 8 out of that. So he's now on 10. So things aren't looking too good for me at the moment. However, Ace now has to have the next go. And what's he actually got? Other side Ace there. He's got a 2. 2 will be multiplied by whatever I choose here. I've got, these are my dominoes that I've actually got. I've got 6, 4, 7 and 2. Obviously I'm going to choose the 7, aren't I? So I'll put the 7 next to that. 7 times 2 is 14. So right at the end I got 14 and I won. Okay, so it wasn't looking too good. I wasn't doing too well for a large part of the game there, but I was able to do that in the last move. Probably one mistake that Ace did make is, for some reason, he actually put this around the other way and chose 2 instead of 6. He probably would have done better. He would have actually got a draw if he'd actually done it the other way around, but that's life, I suppose. Anyway, look, what are the advantages of the game? Things that are good about it? Well, yes, it does actually help your child to multiply quickly, think quickly. It's a lot more fun than learning your tables. You might learn tables anyway, but it actually gives you some reason for doing it, rather than just learn your tables all the time. they don't like that necessarily, but it's really good to actually get a chance to do that, and it gives you an idea of the size of number. You get an idea that if you have two medium-sized numbers like 5 and 5, you get 25 out of that, but if you have like one big, one small, 1 times 9 is 9, and so that gives you a bit of an idea of some of those things, and it also gives you a bit of an idea of strategy, so that's rather nice too. Okay, alright, well let's get to the website. It's www.thinkingtools.com.au. Just jump there now and have a bit of a look, because you might actually have seen this video on that website. Otherwise, you can have a look at all the other ones that are there. There's quite a lot of them, and you can also even buy them buy these items online. If you do buy them online, like this in here, you actually get sort of like all the videos you need and the notes you need, and if there's anything else you want, you can just request it from us, and we'll see if we can actually get it for you. Okay, all right. So this is Anthony Fitzgerald signing off for Thinking Tools. See you next time. Okay, bye.